I just read a message from someone asking what types of videos I plan on getting into in the near future. Well, after about 6 months of posting collecting music cards videos on this channel, I haven't even scratched the surface on the videos I set out to make just yet. Some of my videos have been instructional, some have been informative, some have told stories, and about half of them are graded card reveals, and I haven't even done videos with special guests or featuring card show action just yet. I can't wait to get to those. So I guess I could say I'm pretty excited about continuing in the same direction while getting around to doing a few more of the things I haven't been able to get to just yet. So far, some of my favorite videos are the graded card reveals of the cards I get back from PSA. I think those videos are important because that's where people can sit back and watch and get an introduction to or a reminder of cards that are out there in the wild they may want to add to their own collections. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here's another graded card reveal video. All right, so let's get into this. So here we go. First card up, 1980 Panini Rod Stewart Rock and Pop Collection, card number 50. And this is, wow, PSA 8 is a really, really solid grade. Let me get that ready to go. Here is Rod Stewart. That's a PSA 8 Rock and Pop Collection. And that's a really good grade. Definitely take that. And a PSA 8, that means it's a Pop 4, and there are 4 higher. People do grade these quite a bit. Let's see here. We have a 1980 Panini Billy Joel from the Rock and Pop Collection. Card number 103. This is only a PSA 5. So this didn't do as well as I thought it would do. I knew it was off center. I thought I was going to get about a 6 on this. I thought maybe I'd luck into a 7. There's no issues with the card. It's packed fresh. But they have it as a 5, so that's, that's where we end up. And there it is, Billy Joel, PSA 5. And let's see where that puts us. Billy Joel at a PSA 5. There are 2 5s, and there are only 10 higher of this particular card. All right. Oop. Next up, 1980 Panini Rock and Pop Collection. The Jacksons, card number 59. PSA 9. That is strong. Very nice. Yeah. That's what a 9 looks like in that card right there. Beautiful. And let's see where we are. Normally, I would think I'm in pretty good shape with a card like this, but the Jackson cards are always graded pretty heavily. And there are 3 of these 9s, and there are no 10s out there. So this is an elite company. This card, there are 3 of these now that are graded a 9, but there are no 10s out there. Britney Spears, 2019 Andra Film Serie, Premium Rock Shot Series Y, Britney Spears card. This is a card from Sweden, card number 18. Oh, PSA 10, it's Gem Mint. Wow. Wow, did they give me a gift. So for any time you feel like you're being undergraded on a card, if you take a peek at this card, you can see that this card must really be nice because that is not perfectly centered from left to right. But that is a 10. So the rest of the card must be that clean. So here we go. And I think I know where we're at on this one. And There are, to date, out of PSA 10s on this card, there are 3 of them. And this is one of the 3. That's Britney Spears. Here's a Bret Michaels. Same series, 2019 Andra Film Serie, Premium Rock Shot Series Y, Bret Michaels, card number 17, PSA Gem Mint 10. And man, they are cutting me some slack here. This card is not centered left to right perfectly either. So take a look at that, and we'll see where we are with Bret Michaels. And there are 2 of these cards out there in 10s. This is one of them. There we go. And I think there was a third one. There was. Same thing, 2019 Andra Film Serie, Premium Rock Shot Series Y, Spice Girls. Card number 59, Gem Mint 10. This card is pretty much on the money, though. Although if you really want to analyze it, if you go top to bottom, which would be normally be the left to right, if you go top to bottom, you'll see that it's not exactly perfectly equal borders or margins there. But that's a PSA 10 there. And let's see where we are with that. How many PSA 10s of this Spice Girls card is there? And there are 2 of them out there. All right. There we go. Going into 1994 International Rock cards, Joe Perry from Aerosmith. And card number 44, great grade. This is as big a grade as I've ever got on one of these. This is a PSA 9. Wow. That's huge. Card has okay centering. Man, I mean, I think a 9 was a gift on this. I think a 9 is a gift. I think it's more like an 8. That's how I felt when I sent it in. Let's see where we are. These black borders are just brutal on these cards. I know I mention that every time, but they are. And let's see what we have here. In a PSA 9, this is a Pop 1, and there are none higher. So there we go. Our first Pop 1 in this lot. Pop 1, none higher. And there's Joe Perry from Aerosmith. That's where we are with that card right there. I like that. So far, this submission is really heavy in my favor. 1994 International Rock Cards, Ultra Figus. Michael Jackson, card number 193, PSA 8. Very strong grade. I knew this one would be a strong grade, though, so it's probably right on the money. I like the centering. I like the edges and the corners on this one. Very nice. Pack fresh. We pulled it out of a pack in one of our previous videos. And let's see where we are. Michael is as a PSA 8. That's a Pop 1, none higher. So there we are. Michael Jackson, Pop 1, none higher. That's a PSA 8. Next card up, 1994 International Rock Cards, Mick Mars from Motley Crue. Another 8. These are such huge grades. Card number 124. I think you can see that I'm getting some favoritism in this lot versus other lots. Whoever graded this lot was in a good mood and really liked these cards. Doesn't mean they like all the cards. It means that they like these. They probably might know something about these cards, might have collected them themselves, and might know how tough they are to get in good grades or get in this kind of shape. So this Mick Mars card, PSA 8, Pop 1, none higher. That's our third Pop 1 in a row right there. So there we go. Pop 1, none higher on Mick Mars from Motley Crue. That's what that Pop 1 looks like right there. And up next, Oh, come on, another 8? No way. No way. 1994 International Rock Cards, AC/DC, Angus Young. Card number 24, PSA 8. Let's take a brief look at this card. Top to bottom is acceptable. Left to right is perfect. Corners, edges are great. Yeah, this deserves an 8 all day long. Top and bottom are the only thing that holds it back from being a 9 or a 10. That's a nice card. So that's what a PSA 8 looks like as far as Angus Young, AC/DC, 1994 Ultra Figus International Rock Cards from Argentina. And let's see what we have here. And that PSA 8 puts it at a pop 1, none higher. So I am getting the grades on these, and they popped out our 4th pop 1 just now. Next card. This is a 1991 Premier Rat Pack, the Genius. This is a PSA 9, and there we go. There's the Genius right there. PSA 9. I try not to send in these Rat Pack cards unless I really feel that they have a shot at being a 10. So typically when I get these back, they're either 9s or 10s. And the Genius, as far as a 9, there are 7 9s and there are 5 10s out there of this particular card. Here's the other Genius card. There's 2 different Genius cards in the set. That was card 38. This is card 37. This is 1991 Premier Rat Pack, the Genius, card number 37. PSA 10 Gem Mint. So that's what the Gem Mint one looks like right there. I did an earlier video of Rat Pack cards, and I believe it was like 21 cards or something like that I submitted in all 21 cards. It was either 19 or 21. It was some odd number. All of them gemmed. And then after that, I just couldn't get a 10 to save my life. Now this is kind of breaking that streak back into the positive again. So here we go. I don't know how many of these 10s are out there. Let's take a peek. Here we go. PSA 10. There are 5 of them. Okay, so there are 5 Genius PSA 10s out there. Here's a 2 short card. Out of the 2 short cards, this is my favorite one. I think it's really cool. PSA 10. There's a couple different 2 short cards. This is a Gem Mint PSA 10 right here of the card number 120. And let's see here how many PSA 10s are out there of this 122 short card, and there are 4 of them. All right. And here's Eazy-E. This is the most marketable card currently in all of the 1991 Premier Rat Pack cards. This is card number 32, Eazy-E. This is also a Gem Mint PSA 10. That's what that looks like right there. And let's take a peek at where we're at with Eazy-E. And card number 32, PSA 10 Gem Mint. There are 49 of these. So there we go. Here's the other Eazy-E. This is 1991 Premier Rat Pack. Boy, they stacked these up kind of in order for me. That's really weird. They usually don't do that. They're all over the place. 1991 Premier Rat Pack, Eazy-E, card number 31. And this is the horizontal card. And that is also a PSA Gem Mint 10. And let's see how many of these there are. I'm going to guess that they're probably similar to the other Eazy-E, a higher number, and there are 37 of these. So there we go. So it seems like this one right here is the one that is most graded out of the whole set. And let's go to 1991 Pro Set Beastie Boys, Yo MTV Raps. This is, let's see, Pro Set Music Cards, card number 103. And this is a PSA 9. And there are the Beastie Boys right there. It's a Pro Set card. But this is a high number card, which means it's Series 2 of Pro Set Yo MTV Rap Series 2. Anything over 100 to 150 is the high numbers. This is card 103. So that's in Series 2 only, which makes those boxes have some value. Any of the Pro Set boxes were really printed. I mean, they just let the presses run and run and run. And that's why Pro Set doesn't have as much value as other cards. In sports cards, it didn't. PSA 9, there's 15 of those, and there's only 2 10s out there of this card. Wow. Wow, there's only 2 10s of this card. So there we go. And yeah, so Pro Set let the presses run, and there you go. I mean, the Series 2 actually has some value because of this. 1991 Pro Set, same card, PSA 9. We just saw that. So there's 2 of these in there at 9. And here is the other Pro Set Yo MTV Raps card 102. This was 103. This is card 102. And it's the other one, Pro Set Music Cards, Beastie Boys, Yo MTV Rap Series 2, card 102, PSA 10, Gem Mint. Wow. There we go. That is my first Gem Mint PSA 10 Beastie Boys card. Of course, I really only started grading my music cards a year and a half ago, roughly, a year ago. And yeah, it's only about a year ago, I think, I started grading these. And I'm surprised at some of the stuff I've seen, but this is my first Beastie Boys card. That's a Gem Mint 10. And there are 4 of these out there. That's all there is 4, and that's one of them. Right there. This card, more than likely, is a card that if you went on eBay raw right now, you could probably buy one on there for $10 or $15. I imagine as a 10, I would imagine this card is probably, since there's only 4 of them, it's probably worth a couple $100, something like that. So it's hard to say, and things change as time goes on. This next card, this is a big card to me. 1985 Panini Ozzy Osbourne Smash Hits Collection. This is the German variation of Ozzy. Card number 26. This is a PSA 8, which is a very large grade. Wow, that is a tall grade. And here is Ozzy. And this is the German variation of the Ozzy card. That's my best grade on it yet. PSA 8. And that's what makes it the German variation, is the German back. And let's see where we are with this. I don't know if people are grading these a lot or not, but I know there's not a lot of them out there. Finding these in the wild is almost impossible. And, well, this is a pop one, and there are none higher. This is one of my cards that I have had a goal of getting a pop one on or getting a really high grade on. And I'm really glad for this card right here, because this is one of my goal cards right here. This is one of my holy grails. And I'm really excited about this being a pop one, none higher. And there it is. That's Ozzy. I had a 6 prior to this. And then I got another 6. And yeah, this is really, I think I have it in a 7 also now. And this is my 8. And that's all I could really ask for. That I'm really excited about that. Here is a 1985 Panini Sting Smash Hits Collection German card. This one I missed the boat on somewhere. Oh, I see why. Never should have sent this in. And I'll show you why. First of all, let me show you the card. It's PSA 3. It is a German variation, so that blinded me as far as doing my due diligence. If you want to look at the card and you look towards right in this area right here, we're going to see some thumb creases, some arced creases, not straight creases, but arced creases from handling it inefficiently. And you can see those right there. I'm using this light to kind of show you where the problem area is. Yeah, and that's enough to bring this down to a 3 all day long. I never should have sent that card in. Now here's another great card. Here's one of my Holy Grail cards. 1985, Tom Petty, Smash Hits Collection, German variation. And this is a PSA 8. Wow. I am very happy about that. It made it to an 8, and look at the centering is not great, so the rest of the card must really be nice. Left to right, that card is well off. Here's the German back on that card. But this is a really nice card. And let's see here. PSA 8. Oh, beautiful. This is a pop 1 and none higher. I'm very excited about that. This Tom Petty card is one of my Holy Grail cards. The German variation is very tough to get, very tough to find. So there's not going to be a lot of cards out there trying to get there with this. But this PSA 8 is, wow. That is really a nice add to my collection right there. There it is right there. Tom Petty. This is a pop 1, and there are none graded higher by PSA. German variation. Wow. And here is a 1985 Panini Bono Smash Hits Collection German variation. This is card number 123. And this is a PSA 7. And there we go, right there, PSA 7. German variation. And let's see where we are with the 7. And with this 7, that puts this German variation at a pop 1, and there are 2 higher. There we go. Bringing this next card into play, this is the Smash Hits Collection German variation Bono. Again, same card. This is a grade higher. This is the PSA 8. Once again, not great on the centering. That's an 8 without great centering. And there's the German variation back on it. And let's take a peek at this one. I don't know if this is going to be a pop 1 with 1 higher or a pop 2 with none higher. It is a pop 2 with none higher. So there we go. There are 2 of these out there as an 8. As German variations. And that is it. Next card. 1985 Panini David Bowie Smash Hits Collection. Card number 58. David Bowie German variation again. This is a great grade. PSA 8. This is David Bowie. And that is once again the German variation in another very high grade PSA 8. And let's see where we are here. And PSA 8 puts this card at a pop 1 and none higher. There we are. That's a great David Bowie card right there. German variation, Very tough to find. So yeah, this is a really, really nice card. PSA 8, so it's a respectable grade. It has a rarity to it, and it is singularly a Pop 1. This next card is a massive card, 1985 Panini Michael Jackson Smash Hits Collection. This is the German variation of card number 124. If you've been collecting music cards, you know this card. Typically in the English version, though. And this card, card number 124, is, well, let's take a look at this. It's the one with the red background there. And it is the German variation right there. The English variation is more common. This is a tough one to find. And this is a PSA 8. That is a huge grade to me. And I have no idea what that's going to do. I know the population is going to be low. And let's see what we have here. Michael Jackson, card number 124, PSA 8. It is a Pop 1 with only one higher. And I know that the other one is a 9 because I checked that a couple months ago, and I knew that when I submitted this card, I knew there was a 9 out there. And I really didn't think this card had a chance of being a 9, although it's a very nice card. If you take a look at this, it's a strong card. I didn't know if it had a chance of being a 9, but I'm definitely satisfied with it being an 8. What a great card. That is another Holy Grail card to add to my collection, my Holy Grail list at least. This next card is a 1985 Panini Pia Zadora Smash Hits Collection German variation, card number 19. It's a PSA 7, and there's Pia Zadora right there. And there's the German back. And let's see where we are. Something tells me that this is a high enough grade. And this wouldn't be simply due to rarity because it's German. This would mostly be to do with the fact that not a lot of people are going to grade Pia Zadora. I was expecting it to be a Pop 1, none higher, and that's exactly what it is. A Pop 1, none higher, but for two factors. Number one, it doesn't have a rarity as far as... one of the rarities of it is the fact that a lot of people just don't grade it, even if they had the card. The card is rare because it's a German variation. But the fact that it's Pia Zadora takes it into another realm that not a lot of people would grade this. That's why it's not surprising that this card is a Pop 1 and none higher. So there we go. I wanted to follow up those other 4 lots of 83 cards total with this one right here. I think that you can see that this one was very heavily graded with some really strong grades. And comparatively with the others, they're basically the same cards coming from the same places, coming from the same breaks, coming from the same boxes, the same rips I did. And what I did was I would just, submit some here, submit some there. It really depends on how consistent they're going to be at the grading company. Anyway, that's that, and we'll see you next time. I want to thank you for watching this video today. I hope you enjoy watching all of the Collecting Music Cards videos as they're posted. If you think you may want to learn more about music cards and tips for collecting them, and if you're looking forward to more videos in this series, take a second to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell as well if you want notifications that a new video has posted. If you'd like to take a peek at some of my personal music card collection online, you can find it on my website at www.cardboardportfolio.com. And if you're excited about being part or becoming part of the music card collecting community, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what you have to say, and I'm sure others would too. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.